New this morning, there's a man recovering after he was shot on Bardstown Road. Metro police say this happened around 10:30 last night in the 1000 block, and that's, if you're familiar, that's where Baxter Avenue and Bardstown Road meet. When police got there, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Police believe there was some sort of an accident between a motorcyclist and another vehicle, which then led to an argument or altercation between the two drivers, and that then led to gunshots. The man who was shot was taken to a local hospital. Now, we also know that the shooting happened in a very busy area, and police believe a lot of people saw what happened. All parties have been accounted for, according to police, and someone has been detained. Two people are also in the hospital after a shooting at Wyandotte Park. Officers responded to the park around 7 o'clock last night. They found one man who'd been shot near the basketball courts, and about 15 minutes later, a second person arrived at the hospital with a gunshot wound to the shoulder. We're told both are expected to survive, but anyone with information on either of these shootings is urged to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. And remember, you can also use the police online portal. Data from Louisville's gun violence dashboard shows teens and young adults are the majority of gun violence victims, and there have been 98 shootings this year, and nearly 28% of those victims are ages 18 to 24. WHAS11's Connor Steffen shows us how one group is working with the city's young people to combat that violence.
As Youth Violence Prevention Week comes to a close with an event at Baxter Avenue Theater.
It is a week geared towards increasing awareness.
15 minutes south, crime scene tape wraps itself around this basketball court and structure at Wyandotte Park. Police say the shooting left 2 people hurt.
I think Louisville definitely sees trends and is able to be aware of said trends through the activations that you've seen.
Recent trends tell us Louisville is seeing a decline in the number of young shooting victims year over year, but still the age group makes up a majority of shooting victims.
But I do know youth violence is an issue, and that's what makes National Youth Violence Prevention Week such an important thing, because it does happen.
Between 2020 and 2023, more than 1,100 people under the age of 25 were victims of gun violence. This past year's numbers are the lowest the city has seen in at least 5 years.
I think one of the biggest issues that we have is the trickle effect that trauma has on the community. At the bare bones.
Taking aim at the issue is at the heart of what the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods Metro Youth Cabinet does. All this week, the Cabinet has hosted events offering an outlet to discuss youth gun violence in the city and promote solutions.
All created to increase communities' capacity to work with young people and families in the community.
Taking small steps toward reimagining a city without gun violence, currently crippled by it. Connor Steffen, WHAS 11, on your side.
And for more information on gun violence in the Metro, visit the Louisville Metro Gun Violence Dashboard. We do have a link to that on our website, WHAS11.com. When you get there, just look for this story. It's been nearly 1 year since a gunman opened fire at the Old National Bank in downtown Louisville. And this morning, we know the ATF has finished its investigation into that mass shooting. In a statement, it said its investigation was consistent with the LMPD's. The department released a 64-page report in November and found the shooter kept daily notebooks about his unhappiness with his job direction, society, and political issues. The ATF also confirmed the agency destroyed the gun used in the shooting earlier this year. 5 people were killed, plus the gunman, and several others were injured in that mass shooting.